All right, Mike, let's do a tier maker here. We've got the 7 matches from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're going to put them in tiers. We're not going to rank them 1 through 7. We've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. Because I think it'd be too easy to go 1 through 7. Let's break this down. Let's be objective on what really an S level match is, right? Because that's as high as a high, right?
Yeah.
And then D, which I doubt we're gonna have a D tonight, but D is the low of the low.
Okay. So S, did we have an S match?
So do you want to go match by match? I have them down here, and then
let's go match by match.
So the first one on the list here is Bayley and Nia Jax. Let's talk about, and the rule is once we lock it in, it's stuck.
Yeah,
we can't move.
It's stuck. Again. Yeah. Okay. That was a pretty mid-level match for me. Entertaining, like it. I'm not mad that we watched it. I'm not mad at the result, but I think in terms of like 6 months from now, when we look back at SummerSlam, is that gonna be like one of the first 3 that pop in our head?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, I get you. And so what we have to be objective, because I think when we do this ranking, this is against not just SummerSlam, but I think this is against the spectrum of wrestling.
Okay.
Right. So where would that matchup fit if it was on a different card? So I'm with you. Like, to me, that match, and this is weird because we're talking about a premium live event that I think we both said 10 of 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm somewhere at a low B, high C on this match, and I think it's got to be B.
I think a low B. I think a low B
because I don't think you can have a 10 out of 10 and then go you had a C level match.
Yeah, I'm with. Yeah, well, there is one C level match on this card, but I'm with you.
Well, then we'll get there.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting, right? If we start getting these B's and C's and we look back and we go, this is a 10 out of 10, what does a fucking 6 look like? Just B's across the board?
Yeah.
All right, second match I've got here is Sammy and Braun.
That's the C for me.
This is your C.
That's the C, because I think
even though it accomplished the goal,
it accomplished the goal, but I think what happened was the goal really should have happened at Money in the Bank. I mean,
agree with that. Now, does that affect the ranking of this individual match, or does that affect the ranking of the storyline in general?
I think the match, because the Money in the Bank match was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, and then this one was kind of like, you can tell this was just more of like, all right, let's get the belt on him now.
Yeah. So if it was a squash match, where are you putting it?
If it was a squash match, it probably
it's like an A, right?
Yeah. Because then it's like, all right, that's pretty dominant. Like that's what we all kind of expected.
Would we argue this a high C though? If I mean, I know on this chart there's not. Let me click over so everybody can see.
High C, because it accomplished what had to happen.
Yeah, I think I think me and you both agree they took the long way to get to where we were going.
Yeah.
We would have liked for it to happen quicker.
Yeah.
All right, next we have Damian Priest and Gunther.
Okay. This was a solid showing. The bloody chest and the interference of the match and I'll go like high B.
I think that's a good call.
I think high B.
I think you have to leave ceiling for some of the other things that happen. I think high B is almost as high of a B. Oh, and when we do these, we got to. So I'm placing that left of Nia and Bayley because we want them to kind of read in order.
I got you.
That makes sense. So yeah, higher B than Nia. Yeah, I think that's almost as high of a B as you can get without like jumping to that low A. I'm with you on that. So right now we've got B level Gunther and Damian. Low B we've got Bayley and Nia, and then under that we've got Sammy and Braun.
I like it so far. I like it.
So now we've got Punk and McIntyre.
Okay.
I'm interested to see where you go here.
Okay. So I think you have to first. Let's say the special guest referee spot better than what I expected. Did not take away from the match. It kind of elevated the match in a way, which I'm happy about.
Definitely elevated, and I think based on what we saw Monday, I think they're just kind of going the reverse of what we thought, right? We thought they were going to go from Drew to introducing Seth. I think they introduced Seth. Now they're getting him out of there, and we're going to get a proper Drew and Punk moving forward.
Yeah. And then I got to think Punk looked good in the ring.
Now remember the bracelet.
Didn't get hurt.
Don't forget the bracelet.
Bracelets involved.
Bracelet.
Which at this point, do we consider that an elevation?
I think we have to embrace the bracelet, Mike.
We got to embrace it, man.
We have to embrace the bracelet.
We got to embrace the
bracelet. Because it's not going
bracelet.
anywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a part of the story.
I think the storytelling through the match was good. I liked how they started it, where it was just kind of like out of the ring, just really brawling it out. I think you have to look at this match as better than Damian and Gunther, which I think throws this at a low A. I think it's a low A.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a low A.
I think that's the proper spot, and we'll see where things go around that. But it's going to set the bar for what A is.
Yeah,
on this list.
Yeah,
and then we'll play with what's around that.
Yeah.
For all the same reasons. The bracelet kept it from being an S from me. I'm embracing the bracelet moving forward, but it kept it from being, because it was a good match. It was a
good match,
and I'm definitely excited moving forward. I've now coined CM Bitch. We have CM Bitch Boy.
Yeah,
we're gonna get him a participation ribbon because he was so excited to be there. He was so happy that he got to perform in a wrestling match, hugging Stephanie McMahon and all that bullshit.
You can go what does he say? The best in the world.
Yeah,
you can go. The bitch of the world. Something like that.
Or best participator.
Yeah, best participator. Yeah,
participation award. The hustling. He got the hustling award.
Yeah.
All right, so then we go Logan and LA Knight.
I like this match, man.
I do too.
This
is. I'm glad it's here because I think we've kind of got the table set now.
Yeah.
For where these things are, but this is one that I'm interested to hear your take on where this goes on the list.
I think there was some spots in the match that were pretty awesome. That Logan backflip was crazy. That was crazy to me. Logan's good, man. Logan, we just gotta accept it, man. Like he's good. I seen somebody on X say, "Hey, Logan in the ring might be better than Will Ospreay."
People are gonna hate that argument, but Will is a circus kid. Like, he's a circus freak. That's what makes him exciting. He doesn't sell, and Logan is an entertainer. Mm-hmm. Logan makes the crowd pay attention. I'm all for that. He's a better performer than Will Ospreay.
Could Logan do what Will Ospreay does?
100%.
I think that's the question.
100%. Yeah, and you're talking about a guy. Give him 2 years of training full time, and Logan's probably top 3 in the entire sport because, and I think it is because of that. Like he brings in that entertainer mentality to already being a solid athlete. Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
So I think so we start looking at this.
Yeah, I think we got the outcome we wanted.
Yep.
I think there's spots in the match that were good.
In a way that didn't kill Logan. Logan's now suing LA Knight.
That is hilarious.
Great stuff.
That was hilarious. That's hilarious,
way to keep the ability that if Logan wants to come back at any point,
he can do it.
It's right back in it.
Yeah. I would probably say this is right there with Punk and Drew. I don't think I could put him above.
Okay.
But I could say that it's right there with him.
So it's
right there with him.
Just right behind. I'm with you. I think that's where I was gonna go.
Okay.
All right. So then that leaves Liv and Rhea.
When I look back at this match, I'm not going to remember much about it outside of the shoulder pop and the Dom turn. And the match itself was, I think that's the issue when you get a match with Liv Morgan. You're not going to get a whole lot, like in terms of like A level, A level, like Rhea and Becky. That's a A level match. Rhea and I don't know who else. She destroyed everybody, but
I'll make the argument to you though.
okay, make the argument.
Does the match, what percentage does the match actually matter, or is it the soap opera and the theatrics surrounding it, and what you leave the night with? Is that what matters more?
So I mean, the soap opera, that was the match. I mean, because
this set in motion what we saw Monday. We don't have that new Judgment Day on Monday. If everything that incorporates in this match at SummerSlam doesn't happen, I'm going to argue this is as low of an S as you can get.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a counter argument.
Okay,
I think what happened in the Rhea Liv match could still happen. I think what happened in the Damian Gunther match is what really got us to Monday.
Interesting. I'm with you. The Finn turn.
The Finn turn is what really got yesterday going.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd argue equal because I think more what I took away from seeing the Judgment Day was Liv and Dom than it was Finn being leader. I think I was comfortable seeing Finn being leader. I think seeing like Liv kissing on Dom was like, oh fuck, everything's changed.
Could we say the soap opera between the Damian match and the Rhea match are kind of equal?
Yes, like 100%. Yes.
So then I think we got to put it where the Damian Gunther match is.
Oh
then.
Shit! So you're going B?
I think that's because I don't know that you can elevate it above. I don't know. Because I think we all seen the Dom thing happening. I don't know that we've seen the Finn thing happening, at least not yet.
No, I didn't see it happening that night. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I just think to me, maybe it's just starting the show. All right, so we're going B. Now are we going below Gunther and Damian?
Well, okay, before we throw it in.
Yeah.
Where do we see this? Because it's part of this kind of scripting what's going to happen.
What do you mean?
Like it's part of this grading, kind of looking ahead and kind of thinking what's going to happen with the outcome. I think
you have to a little bit because you're setting events in motion. I don't think definitively you can go, this match was great because this is gonna happen. But I think you have to, as a fan, like as a casual fan, in the back of your mind, we know that has begun chapter 2 of Dominic and Liv and what's gonna happen moving forward.
You know what? I'm gonna elevate. I'm gonna go low A.
I'm gonna go low A. I think that's
I'm gonna go low A because I will say when the Dom thing happened, Damian charged the locker room. He got in Finn's face, and I think that's what sparked Finn to. Started. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go low A.
I like
put
that.
it low A.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, and that'll get probably piss people off. So we're good there.
That's fine.
We've got Cody and Solo.
There's only one thing about this match.
It's Roman.
It was a return.
Yeah,
it was a return.
Yeah,
and can we agree that his return is? I mean, it's
above S. It's whatever's above S that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
but
like him coming back to wrestling is. I mean, that's. Yeah.
Here's the question. This is the argument we have to make. When we set this in stone,
is there going to be something above it?
No. Is Roman's return, do you count that as part of this match? Do we give Cody and Solo, because Roman's picture is not on here.
Okay.
But we did this with Liv and Rhea. We said that we encompassed everything. So the argument we have to kind of take care of, because it's simple, right? If we're including Roman, this goes to the top of the list. But the argument has to be made, is Roman's return something in itself, or is it a part of this match?
I mean, he speared and Superman punt. I mean, that got Cody the win. So I think he's got to be part of the match.
I agree.
Yeah, he's got to be part of the match.
I think it is 100%. part of that match. So S, right? I mean, that's.
I would. So is there like a low S, mid S, like, or is it
because
just
we
S?
only have one S, we're going.
Okay.
By low and
it's
high,
S.
what I was trying to do was like if there's multiple A's, give us room to put something in front of the other ones. I forget you can't see what I'm looking at. It's just it's just S, A, B, C, D, and then I can slide things over left.
I got you.
So right now there's nothing at S. So if we put that at S, it stands on the top of the mountain by itself. It can be high or low, whatever anybody wants to make of that.
The importance of Roman coming back sets up Mania 41, sets up a bloodline continuing, sets up, Cody possibly elevating somewhere else. Like, it just, it's an S.
Breezy in the chat says it was bloodline rules. That was 100%. Roman is part of.
He's part of the bloodline rules.
I 100% Breezy. That's putting it into legitimate terms. She said bloodline rules was the match stipulation allowing Roman to get involved. Yeah, that solidifies it. That makes the argument that his picture's not on the card there, but
he was in it.
He was in it. So this is what it looks like for us, Mike.
Okay,
we got S tier solo Cody with Roman's return.
Yep.
Then on A tier, second best match of the night according to us was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Okay. Third, Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth, Liv and Rhea Ripley, which I think is controversial, but we've talked ourselves into this.
Right.
Fifth is Damian and Gunther. Sixth was Bayley and Nia Jax. And last is Sammy and Braun Breaker. Looking at that, the way we have it, I agree with you. This is good. Is it still a 10 out of 10, though?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So you can have a C-level match on a 10 out of 10 card, or is it like a 9.9 and you have to leave that little bit of room for the card where you don't get that C? Because here's the question. 10 is masterpiece, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're saying we didn't think Sammy and Braun was perfect. Can something be a masterpiece if it has flaws?
Yeah, because I think it sets you up now for the next couple months, next chapters of the thing. I think if it was a C level, like let's say it was a C match with no title involvement.
Gotcha.
Then you start to look at it like, all right,
still got the result we wanted.
Right.
We're being nitpicky on the C. I think I could argue that being a low B. I'm okay with it being real high C. I think I could argue based on the 10 out of 10 argument that is the lowest of the Bs.
Yeah, and I think the reason it's a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view or PLE, I should say, is because when you look at each match and you look at the result of each match, you can see that, okay, what's to come after that is going to be pretty good.
Yeah,
like
it's what it's set up down the line.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Nah, man. I listen, man. Wrestling. You know, we seem to think it was on a different level, and now it's just like, holy shit, like, because this is usually the period. This is usually the period
when it starts
that
slowing
it's like,
down.
and then now it's like, holy shit, like
there's gonna be no winter layoff this year.
And Trips is like, hey, we got big things planned towards the end of the year here. So I'm like, all right, I'm strapped. I'm ready.
Thank you guys for hanging out and coming to the Mike and D Hot Take Show. As always, you guys are invited to the rest of the Hangouts this week, including the Casual Wrestling Community Block Party on Thursday, the SmackDown After Party on Friday, and next week's Raw VIP Monday Night Party. We hope to see you here, same time, same place next week for another episode of the Mike and D Show. But for now, that's all we got. The party never stops in the Discord. Like, share, and comment on this video. I am Nerdy D. That's my guy, Milwaukee Mike, and we are out of here.